Hi guys, there's a couple things I want to try out today. I know I did an unboxing of this, the Crafter's Companion Ultimate Christmas Verse Compendium. This I picked up when it was like the Today Special a while back. I unboxed it, but I haven't used it. And then I recently picked up these dies that are just gorgeous from Tonic, and I thought, you know what, maybe this is a good way to use them, because what happens is with this Crafter's Companion set, I know it's hard to see because it's so big, but it comes with, you know, card bases and stamps. So you really have to decorate yourself. So I thought maybe some of these dies would be fun to do that with. So I have the For You Elaborate Swirls. I'm not using both. I just brought them out because I don't know which one I want to use. Or Special Birthday Banner, beautiful banner. And the reason it says birthday is because it has the inlay that says have a very special birthday. Or like this one says For You. But I'll probably stamp my sentiment. I'm thinking probably this one. It just depends on the size in here. But let's try that out, and if I have links for them, they'll be in the description box. Those will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. Having said that, it is Tonic Cyber Week. Lots of companies are having sales. I'll have that info in the description box. I don't know when I'm going to release this video, but I do see that they had a mega mystery bag for $35, and I haven't bought a mystery bag in a long time, so I'm picking that up. Actually, by the time you see this, I've already picked it up. The knapsack die set, it's an older die set, but it's just so cute. So I'll link those kind of things, and then whatever those sales I know of. I know Elizabeth Designs, Elizabeth Craft, is having a nice sale, and you know, anybody else. So I'll have that in the description box. Of course, Spellbinders. There's just lots going on, you know, Cyber Week. But yeah, so if you look at this, I don't even remember what was in here. Let me move this guy because this guy's really kind of in the way. I changed my lighting situation. I don't know that I'm happy with it, so I might have to change it back. Okay, the seal stickers, envelope stickers, card blanks. What I want to know is, I think I'm going to use a bigger card, probably a 5x7. That's all it has. Okay, so it has 4x6 and 5x7. I don't think it has square cards, no. And then it has the pen, which I don't need. Envelopes, okay. And then the foil inserts. Of course, I'll need the larger ones when I get there. But yeah, so it has the cream color, the red, and the dark green. What I'm going to do is open up the dies and think about what it is that I want to do along with the stamps, and try to find a stamp that I want to use. That way I can match it up. I'll be right back. Okay, now that I'm reading on the outside, this one makes like a 7.5-inch square card, so that might be obviously a little bit big for that. But let's see if we can use any of the dies, and then I'll check the other one. Oh, wow. Okay, so obviously your card's not going to be this big, but similar or close, because, you know, the dies take up space and near each other. We're supposed to kind of layer them. I think, I'm trying to see what's going on here. I would be able to use this one here, and that would be just to stamp a sentiment on. And then this one, let's see what this one looks like. Again, I'm just trying to see what I can do to make an actual card, and then have, you know, the stamps. I think this one's going to be too tall, because it makes a card base that's 7, sorry, yeah, 7.6, so that means this is already going to be like 7.5, we need it to be 7, oh, I guess it could stick out the edges, but I don't know if I like that. Okay, guys, sorry that I stopped in mid-thought. I was just looking at the dies, and I thought, you know what? I was just going to use, like, this part to do a sentiment on. And then, you know, we can do, like, a Z fold or just, like, a fun fold type of thing. And then I thought, you know what? Maybe I'll use these card bases anyway. Still with these dies. I didn't actually pick a color yet, but I guess I'll go with the cream color. Let me see how red. I picked out some other card base colors. Actually, that doesn't really matter, the red part. Let's just go with the beige one. Most of the card is going to be covered up. So this is the 5x7. We're still going to use an insert. Hopefully that'll work out. And then a sentiment. But what I'm going to do is shape this card base a little bit. Just a little bit in here. But we're going to use these dies. So this is going to make a big card. Never really done something like this before. We'll see. So I have this frame. I'm not going to use these pretty insert ones because... so once you're done cutting everything, the card itself is going to be a little bit smaller than what you see here, but not that much. What I was trying to explain is, like, obviously everything's going to be brought in a little bit because the dies have edges where you can't really meet up the papers, you know. But, I mean, this is really a sizable die. Look at that. So obviously you need something larger to cut this guy. It's like 7, almost 7.5. I guess square. I'm not sure. Yeah, because of the height and everything. What I'm going to do with this one is cut this out of this cherry red paper, okay? So just pop it on there. I'm going to cut that out. It's going to have a cute little dot edge. And then there's another one. This next one in cuts its own frame. Like, you don't need to pair it with the other one. You could, the one I just used, and you're going to end up with a little thin frame for like the outer edge. But that's not what we're trying to do here. What I'm going to do, they really stick these down. Let's get this guy. Ah! I'm not going to be using that again. And I'm going to cut this Lucky Shamrock glittery paper, so green. That's going to nest inside of this one. But I'm also going to use this on this just regular green paper with this insert piece. So it'll be that one and this guy. So through this green matte, you know, just regular green paper, you're going to see the shininess coming through just on that edge. You know, whatever you see here, this cutaway is what you'll see. So of course we tape those together so they don't move. I'm running all these things through the tangerine, and that's how I'll do that. And then this guy we're going to cut from this paper. It's like kind of parchmenty white beige paper, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So let me cut these other pieces out and I'll be right back. I have these parts and I'm assuming I have a little cleaning up to do. Let's see. These are some big dies. Yeah, so I'll go through and clean this up a little bit. And I think, yeah, part of this also pops out. So a little portion of this, so a little bit of the red will show through, even on this part. Okay, I'm going to clean these up and I'll be right back. Okay, so as I clean those out, there's something like that. So cute. And then, I mean, it's kind of like spring flowers, but like, they just looks pretty. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do my card this way or this way. Oh, this way looks sweet. Okay, let's go this way. And what I want to do is, obviously our cards are already at 5x7, just because I'm grabbing from the kit. Of course you can make your own card base, but I'm trying to use what's in the thing, right? That's the point. So I'm going to die cut this, but I'm not die cutting through both layers. I'm just going to die cut through this one layer. Oh, and then make sure you're in the right position, right? This is how I want it here. And so what I'm going to do is die cut this, not all the way through, but I'm definitely looking at this right at the very bottom, and I'm eyeballing left to right what looks centered, because right at this point I'm just eyeballing. I could place the card base down and maybe trace it, you know, put this on here, but it doesn't really matter that much, to be honest. We have a little room to play. So I'm right on the edge here, and I'm really going to tape this, and I'm going to do something called partial die cutting, and I'll show you what that means in just a second. I'm not going to run this whole thing through, and if you really wanted to, I don't know if you can see, I could weave this card basically through here. This part of it, so it doesn't get cut for sure, because it's on top. Oh, do you see what I'm doing? So basically it's just going to cut the die to here, basically, just this area. Does that make sense? Everything that's on top, I just strung it through. Normally I wouldn't even do that. I would just run it, get my plates, and place them to where I want them to be. It's called partial die cutting, so place them to there and run it through. So none of this gets cut anyway because it's sticking out. But now we have another assurance that it's not going to get cut because of the way I weaved it through. Hopefully that's not confusing. I normally don't do that, to be honest. I just make your plate set complete to where you do want it to cut, and then you have no worries. But I will run this through just like that. And you can run it through this way, or you can run it through the other way until it gets there, right? But it's only going to put pressure where you're allowing it to put pressure, okay? So I'll be right back. Okay, for this to make sense, I'm going ahead and running it through on camera, even though it bounces a lot. I could probably actually just remove that now. I'll finish rolling that through later. But you can do that on any die cutting machine, you know. Even if it's the marquee, let's say you want to do partial die cut because you're doing, I don't know, I don't have anything small to put in my hand right now, but let's say you want to do something like this and you only wanted this top piece cut. Okay, so place the die, place your paper, and place it just like that. And then roll it through, and only this area that's inside the cutting folder is going to cut. So hopefully that makes sense. I had a lot of older videos on partial die cutting, but I just want to show you that we partially die cut that. And that's all I wanted. literally all I wanted here, because we're going to pop this on here. Hopefully I'll have an insert. I don't see how I wouldn't. They come in the kit. That's going to peek out a little bit here. And then we're going to make it an easel. So that's the next thing. So, you know, you can decide where do you want to fold this to make the easel. I would say like in here. So I'm just eyeballing that, you guys. It's not a big deal. It'll easel as much as you put your stopper, right? Where you put the stopper is really what's going to make it easel or not. So I'm just trying to make sure that this is straight. How about that? On this edge. I always have that marked so I can kind of see what's going on from top and bottom, that's pretty straight. And I said I want it like in here. That leaves like 1 3/4 inches in this area. And that's what's going to make our easel. Right? Just like that. And the easel can be out here. Just wherever you put your stopper, that's what's going to stop it from going. So if you want it to be more laid back like this, you have that card. If you want it to be more at attention, it'll be straight up like that, which I'm thinking is probably what I'll do. And yeah. Alright, so what I'm going to do with these layers right now is glue them together before we do anything else with these other pieces. And then we have to do our sentiment and then add some kind of decoration. So I'll just glue this. And the glue is also going to help this get more sturdy. All of that. Okay, so I'm just going to put glue it down, and then glue this one on top of this one, okay? I'll be back. So I turn upside down, I'm rubbing the back of it. I'm going to put it with something, with some weight on top of it. I think the stamp press will be good, and then I'll put like the tangerine on top of that or something, I don't know. Yeah, just to keep that down. Okay, and then we need to do our stamping, which I have not chosen a sentiment yet, so I can look through this. I guess what we should have done is chosen a sentiment and then decide who it's for or what it needs to say, but you know. Okay, let me look through these and I'll find something that I would like to use. I went ahead and grabbed the die that's going to cut this, and it's going to go this way. And I think I'm going to do Feliz Navidad because it's awesome and a little bit generic. I know the whole point of this is to be like, Merry Christmas, granddaughter, or things like that, but I don't need that right now. So I think I'll do this one. And then we're going to add maybe some little flowers, obviously flowers that I already have ready to go. I don't know if I'm going to put another sentiment on the inside. We'll see about that when we get there. But for now, I just need to stamp this with enough room to cut this, center it, you know. And I like to stamp first and then eyeball it. Or you can cut this thing first and then stamp it, however you want to do it. Trying to think if I need my press. Hold on. Y'all know I just put it on work duty there. Let me see here. And I think I'll just stamp it in black. It's fine. Black ink. To be honest, I don't think I'm going to have to stamp it twice, but let's just in case. Let's use our magnets. Yeah, the stamp press still hasn't come back in stock like in a lot of places. I think someone said that they saw it on Ecstasy Crafts. I've never ordered from them or know anything about them, so if you want to check that out. And then people ask me about the magnets. These came with it. This is from a set from Crafter's Companion that I never used, the stamping press that I picked up from them a long time ago. So I use them here because now I'm actually using them just in case I need them. So I'm using VersaFine. I was just going to say stays on. Actually, maybe I shouldn't have used that because now I think I can color some of these berries, but maybe I'll still color them anyway. Maybe with like a red gel pen or something. A glittery red gel pen. Or green, I don't know. Ooh. Okay, so this paper's a little bit textured, so I want to take another moment to really get that down. Pretty. Okay. I'm gonna let that dry for just a second because again it stays on. Sorry, VersaFine. If I wanted to, I could put embossing powder on this and make it shiny, but I'm just gonna clean up and I'll be back. I'm gonna make sure that this is the way we need to cut it, so it's what fits in here. So what I'm looking at is here, right? That's the shape. It wouldn't fit this way. And if we're doing it this way, then yeah. And I am completely eyeballing this. Looks like it needs to be a little bit that way, like this, right? And something like that. Sure, let's go a little bit higher. And I'm just kind of eyeballing where this little portion is. Looks good. Can I reuse this sticky? Nope, I just tore that, so let's use another one. Ooh, I don't want to move too much. There we go. Again, you can cut then stamp, whatever makes you happy. Okay, I'm gonna run that through and I'll be right back. I just got that cut out. But actually, before I take it off, I'm just gonna use some of my green like gel pen and add a little sparkle here and there. I don't know that there's any red areas. I just got this in case there were. It looks like there might be a little bit of red. This one's more of a metallic, but like in there, that one. I'm gonna add a little bit to where it's black. Okay, I'll do the same thing on the other side. Okay. I'm gonna decide if I'm gonna pop this up or leave it flat. So I'm probably gonna finish it off with a bunch of stickers from like Anna Griffin, you know, like in here, I don't know where. But so I'm trying to think, do I want to pop this up? Sure. So I'm gonna put some dimensional adhesive on the back of this, and then I'll be right back. I just put a ton of dimensionals on the back of that. I guess I should pop one right in the center too, at least. One, and I've been working with these the last few days and they're getting a little bit old, so I am going to also put a little bit of glue. Gotta use our products as they come in. Some things it doesn't make sense to like bundle up with. These are really, really old. Dimensional adhesive normally is fine for a very long time. But like polymer clay, you know, I would buy it when I have a thing, a project you don't really want to hold on to it because it gets all hard and then you have to recondition it. It's just a pain. So there's things, you know, even foam adhesive. Unless there's a really good sale. Okay, so I already have that. We have this. Let me grab an insert for the inside of the card so we can finish that off before we just put everything together. So I just pulled these out. I think I'm going to go with the vellum inserts. Now, you know, this one has like snowflakes. Should be cute. I think I'm going to top this thing off with like holly though. Or maybe we can go a little more generic like this. Right? Let's see what that might look like. We're going to cut this though. Don't worry about that. I don't know how much of it will be showing. Oh, that's pretty. You know what? I kind of want to go... Well, let's see what the holly one looks like. Oh, wow. Okay, let's go holly. Even though I do like the look of the generic one, let's go with this beige, kind of champagne color, and then go with holly. And we are going to cut this. And then you have a piece of vellum you can use for something else later. Again, you can do another sentiment on the inside. That's the whole point of this, lots of sentiments. But, you know what I should do is measure this. Put it on the side that measures. It looks like it's going to be 4 3/4. Is this 6 3/4 in the other direction? Let's see. Yep, okay. So wherever this happens to be at 4 3/4, that's where I'm going to be. Good. Right down the middle. And then what's nice about measuring it, like I measured it what I wanted to cut so that this looks nice, because this piece has the little curve in it. We don't want that. Okay. So pretty. And this is just going to pop right down in here. Now, it is vellum. So you want to be careful with vellum so it can look beautiful. But also, this stuff works really great with vellum, but I am going to just put a little bit of glue behind like the holly area where you can't really see what's going on. And just a little bit. Oh, Miranda's awake. Okay, so I'll be right there. I don't think she can hear me when I talk that low. Okay, put this down. And I'm bringing it down more this way than up so we can see it more when we have, you know, this thing going. But I will be right back. Okay, guys, sorry, it's been a long while actually. I started this morning like super early, and now it's evening. Sorry, but okay, so just to finish this up, obviously we're gonna stick this on here. I just haven't stuck it down yet. I don't know why, but I'm gonna do that, and then I grabbed just some stuff, some Anna Griffin things. Actually, it came from the Slimline holiday set or holiday Slimline card set. I don't know. I just grabbed that because it was easy to grab here in my pile of things here, and so I just went through that and grabbed a few items, and I think this is what I'm gonna do. So this is the thing. Maybe I should go ahead and glue it down now. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna put glue on this and right to the edge, and I suppose if you wanted to, it doesn't have to go right down to the edge if you wanted to, since I mean it's pretty decorative, obviously, and it looks nice. Put this right on the edge though. We could drop shadow this edge, right? If you wanted to put the glue kind of up a little bit higher, because when you bring this in, you could drop shadow a little bit, just like that. See a little bit of that beige showing, but I'm going to just place it on top as I had planned initially, which is just for that to be right on there. Come on, buddy, right down here. There we go. All right, I'll leave that flat for a minute. And then these guys, I think I'm gonna do a combination of 3D glue gel and gluing. So like I said, I think I want that there. Kind of interesting because those poinsettias have a little bit of a stem. I was gonna cut it off, but I'll just leave it there. Let's put this sticking out a little bit more up here. Okay, that'll go there. Somebody had asked me recently if this has an odor, or it's kind of an interesting question because like I'm smelling it, I have it right up to my nose, otherwise I can't really smell it, but it doesn't, I said it doesn't smell like rubber cement. You know, rubber cement's pretty strong. It smells like machine oil is what I said, because that's what it reminds me of. But like, I don't smell unless I have it up to my nose. I know I've noticed when someone sends me something and I already know it has 3D glue gel because you can smell it. It dissipates. That smell goes away, but like when it comes out of the envelope, sometimes I can smell it. And maybe it's just me because I know what it smells like, and so I'm aware, you know? I don't know how to explain that. Okay, now hey, I was gonna say, oh man, maybe I have COVID, huh? No, because I'm smelling it, I don't hardly smell it, but no, my allergies has been pretty bad today. Usually I can discern it pretty easily. Right now it's pretty light smell, I don't know why. But, and then this guy's going to go up here again with a little bit of dimension. That's why I like the 3D glue gel, because you can play with the dimension. It's not just what is on like dimensional foam, right? It's what it is. But this guy, you can do all kinds of stuff and use it however you like. So I think that's that for that. Again, I do this every time, don't I? I always go to grab the wrong thing. So it's not a strong smell. It just, again, it does have a scent. Not super strong, in my opinion. But if you're sensitive to smells, then you know what? It probably is a strong scent to you, you know? Let's see. So then I grabbed these, and you guys know I actually was going to use these the other day on a different card, and they're still sitting here. So I was thinking about using just the one, but since I had two of them, I was like, oh, it might be look prettier. See how with one looks nice, but it kind of looks nicer with two, doesn't it? Now, this has stickiness to it because they're, you know, Anna Griffin stickers. I just feel like if I want this to stay here for a long time and make sure it stays, I'm going to put regular glue. So I'm going to get my glue. I'm still going to have my hand there because that's where I like the easel to be. I'm going to keep my hand here because we really need this to stay. Of course, you can create a stopper with a die cut or whatever it is that you like. I kind of like that they were tucked in with each other, but that's okay. Where was this? More over here. Okay. So I made that one a little bit messier than I would like because I don't know if you notice these are touching each other, so they're kind of tucked in with each other. I like the way that looks. So look at that, it's already sticking. And then this one has to tuck into that guy. So let's make sure we do that without smearing glue all over the place. And that's it, guys. So yeah, so thanks for watching. You know, people are asking me about different things about like Tonic sales. I don't know what all they have planned other than what they put in their emails. You know, if you've ordered from them, you're going to get emails from them. And I mean, I know some of the releases, but like as far as like the sales or what they're going to be, I don't know. But you know, their Wednesday bundles came out, and I know on Wednesday, okay, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Saturday, Sunday. I'll have all the info in the description box, but they're having deeply discounted dies sales is what they're calling them. So, you know, I love this die set. It's pretty new. I don't know that they would deeply discount this one because it literally just came out, but they might. So it depends on when you're watching this. Maybe I'll have the link for it, but maybe you want to wait and see if, you know, on Thursday or Friday, they put a sale on it. Who knows? That'd be really great. But for now, I just wanted to play with these things, and there it is. So the other thing you can do, again, of course, is just get another stamp from the set if you want to stamp more on the inside, you know, but I think it would leave you a nice area. I'm trying not to mess with this too much because this is wet glue. To write something, right? To actually write something, and then it's like this, and that is a big card. Okay, so this is honestly big as it is. It's like a 7.5-inch square, basically, by the time we're done with it here. Let me see. Ooh, okay, well, I was gonna say maybe bigger than that, but no, this is measuring differently. Where am I going? How do I measure this? I guess from here to here. Yeah, 7.5 inches, basically square, even though it has this little piece down here. So that is a big boy. Alright guys, thanks for watching. It was fun just, you know, messing around with different things. This has 3 different companies of items in here to make this one card, which I think is a lot of fun to do. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll have, again, links, Spellbinders, you know, all these different, Elizabeth Craft, Tonic, what's going on with their sales, and all that fun stuff. So I will see you guys at the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye now.